Joe Emrold. One watiki kwa peke mano chao kene yellow, the music industry. Tutwal watiki radio station to Kenyo madam ko kongwini uno mpogo we palutiano gang. DJs to Kenyo ni uno tiro go mere South African music West Africa,
Yes.
Nigeria. Now in Machalongadma maybe you're in the game, still doing good music. Tamango manen chale iromo chwalo kidano dana matimu jamiket eoni,
Tamaro mi ne kana chaka keyboard radio stations. Or direct but way. Let's forget about radios.
Okay.
Let's forget about radios. We have online radios, YouTube, Spotify.
Yes.
Watiki Apple Music, watiki ngogini. Now, it will take time. We are watching new, Spotify, like internet. That is the source of our music. But with time, down will be new. Katal Anma been in that generation. Kiranda music access will be the I feel like in less than 5 years, no, whether we know radio in your poco is no longer a problem.
Okay.
So let's forget about radio because our biggest downfall a car when we watch out was radio. And specific like few presenters, they feel like there are no more kind of presenters. See, Kafut Waker, like if you say have it in our mind, my song has to play in the radio. Noko kamuzu gidikwe. Onoko dogi kiss gidikwe.
Yes.
Onoko aban agnir kinwanenga. Kasit Puma.
Yeah.
Now, those are guys who sing vulgar music, but they're playing more than anyone else. Because Gukari Wigini, radio is not our
radio.
Yes. So, the moment we forget about radio and start focusing on how to contact our fans directly.
Exactly. Consume our music.
Exactly. Let them consume our music because what in your radio kilo dear? The win news. News like I want to win your TikTok, but no, Facebook. News mara dear banana tiano. Yindi na wala wo. So let's leave it for Ludiro. Kilo tiano matiano mamiana and cartoon. What in your radio? TV board. One of the source of fame. Madong TikTok tikina, YouTube tikina, Facebook tikina. And we can utilize it properly. The only thing we should do is grow our fan base.
Yeah.
Let us utilize our social media handles. Like you see, Aneka Arma at our TikTok last year, I had only 800 followers. But consistency. Right now I'm in 18.4, I think.
Wow.
Within just 1 year. So that kind of consistency kind of like help. I may release songs right now, Paul Bicharma Bo, depending on the number of followers I have.
Yeah.
But believe me, by next year at least I have like 100K.
Yeah.
Once I put a song out, do you know how many people are listening to 100,000?
Exactly.
Like 100,000 is a lot of people because TikTok, once you have 5K followers, it's going to be around 50,000 who will have access to that content.
Yes.
Now, if I have 100, that means I may have access to almost like 1 million. Now, see, let's just not think radio is our source of gain. You move with your CDs, look at each other away.
Exactly.
There was a time Kikelo the way more actually Christmas in August.
Yes.
It was in 2003.
Okay.
I had just done one song. I was able to access dog stage or work near the ba peje kan pong kikelo gidi maji kikelo chameleon berutie kikelo lungombas Jari Okwara was the lead, I think was the lead act of the day. Jeff Koronde
2003.
Yeah, 2003. I was still young. Inge madong kiluan stage erokara be the CD tie. I choose stage don't get jagre. So we had that transition from, let's say, from tape. And I wear a tape and
you know
ada barba I wear a tape. I charo we na tape. You know, I charo we na tape karpa Kumala Entertainment. Kumala Entertainment bought my album for 12 million. tuan chien mo kar. Tuan chien mo ma chula we gangwan. And I think that is the biggest earning mother team like within that period. So or aki tape, which will be in a CD, or aki CD will be in a flash.
Exactly.
Now CDs again, DJs will a flash. Need to virus. You need to check that like wah mother don't when I end. They don't kill you instead. Jajal gine bal compare na pa virus.
Donc mi email long.
O mi ara kel giro chagwa be chimbe pegi ye ka. You know. So mi ara what NKCD ni chi. Gine made us really suffer. Ma I think that is also one of the source of telekin way machon kilo way manya.
Yeah.
Because we know how hard we fought. And then I will matane and don't you can sing yesterday teen go hit.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Like you can't. There's no way you can make a hit like that those days. Because when me akore mega. Chi dong ano. Ka we ni poko mega polo ngada ngipe. Kiro ti ko radio 4, kiro ti ko
Premier Food and Mega ni.
Voice of Hope. Choice FM no kilone Voice of Hope no pay one Choice.
Okay.
Kilone Voice of Hope. So we better radio 4 Voice of Hope.
Choice ko.
And Voice of Hope better Choice.
Choice I mean yeah.
Then dong and Mega FM Mega no make kilone Radio Freedom.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So we saw the struggle. We experienced the struggle. The way Matanian they should be really grateful. It's really so easy to get into fame. One song can put you somewhere. One hour But one thing man da be karsha any one song can eat you at least 5 more years. Like Kawa Po with nobody knows the biggest song of those days. Like the most selling let's say from 2003 to 2010. Do you know which one was the biggest song? Obera Kele.
Okay,
Pretty
B. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. But
that is a song that sold for 7 years consecutively. Obey the top 20 number 1 for 1 year.
Do
for 1 year.
Okay.
You know? So Akele, and now to divert a little bit, I think that song made me who I am somehow. You know?
Okay.
Because me, I think I became a bit bigger from Kidgum than Kanye.
Gulu.
But get up and because I would say a teacher Latina they are an actor man.
Yes.
Because no matter one actor man come on like
Gotcha.
people penara wa to produce a actor man.
Okay.
Kena wrong why dong Latina there because okay work like women in Latina there.
Yeah.
So I became so close to actor man ma anywhere he goes I am there. Kai nana been an actor man. Kai nana actor man been an and to tell you the truth, my baby kid gone for 1 year. I didn't pay any rent. I didn't pay for any food. For the hotel. Kilwana came kwena.
Okay, yeah, came
A and
B. Yeah.
Kaki wa whole loki A kitiwa kitwalo B. Kitiara ki dressing kapuro wa mabe ping out. Be actor man. Dak ping out. Be way Akele. Actor man Romo you for show Dean. Next week there will be Yubo in the same venue. Next week there will be Yubo and Furu be Fong. That's how big he was. Now so where on Tanyani fades in 2 days. You have to like I mwagane here na and get away you imwagane could be down releasing way almost a beach since January.
Let's also
Way poor moro. People are impatient. Now let me tell you something. People call me faded.
That's even another topic. Man at the beginning was okay.
People call me faded. But they know my name. You get it? Because I don't put up a song, but I've branded my name.
Yes.
Back in the days until now, the name is there. But even if I release a song or I don't, you know Joe exists. Like that name it's so hard to disappear.
When you money Tina, I knew mother where on Pelara.
Music in the radio. Now those are some of the songs I don't keep it. I think that's my first video. Yeah, I think that's the first song. I remember if you see in the video, there's Rax and Romeo. There is Darwin.
I think they mark top shots on Wang.
Yeah.
You know.
That is like the first ever video I've
Wow.
ever made, like in my life, and it was shot by Blaze, Dennis
Then-
Israel.
yeah.
So that's my first ever video. But I think my first ever song people don't even remember, even when Anna Pay get it. Whoever has it, please give me that song.
Mm.
Kiachel Kiluani Megiwa.